Hello guys, welcome back to Comic Book Cafe. From time to time when I don't have a review ready, I do want to, there's obviously a ton of comic book movie news and comic book news, trailers, whatever. I like to do from time to time to kind of make sure there's stuff here for you guys to watch instead of waiting for me to do reviews and get them done. So this is, again, I love the Marvel movies. I love the connected universe, the Marvel universe. I have friends I go to the movies, each one of these Marvel movies with, that don't know the comic books like I do. Like, they may have read a couple here or there in the 90s, issue here or there, but they don't know the universe. And it was glaringly bad, that I could tell that when we went and saw the first Avenger movie, which is a really good movie, obviously. And when they originally showed Thanos in the movie, they didn't know who he was. They go, wow, that's cool, they're going Thanos. Like, it's cool, they're going kind of a character who really got popular, even though he was around, like a lot of Marvel characters, for a long time. In the 90s, obviously, with Infinity Gauntlet and Silver Surfer. I first saw him, of course, around, Silver Surfer 44 or something? Around that time, he was introduced. Well, it was probably earlier than that. And, of course, Adam Warlock was brought back in the comic book before Infinity Gauntlet. But a lot of people remember from that. And it was interesting that, to me, wow, they're going when I read comic books, going with characters like that. It's kind of cool. They didn't know who he was and kind of had to form him. But I love the Marvel Universe because it's connected, and I do hope DC gets it right, to me, because I would love to see competition, because competition only makes their movies better and keeps them both in line, not so that one can just say, I can release any kind of movie and people will watch it. Truly, for me, the Marvel movies I like the most are the ones I thought, oh, these are the B-rated characters. The Guardians of the Galaxy movie, the Ant-Man movie, those are the movies I absolutely love. Of course, Captain America movies have been great, and I love, I like all the Superman movies. But, those seem to stick out to me. Kind of what I call more the B characters. The ones you go, I don't know if this movie's going to be good. I don't know how they're going to pull it off, but I'll go watch it. And they always surprise me. But we're going to talk about Spider-Man Homecoming. We're going to talk about a Marvel character. You could say the person who built the Marvel movie house, Robert Downey Jr., because he played Iron Man and basically embodies that character more or less in real life, kind of. Is going to be in Spider-Man Homecoming, and I call Robert Downey Jr. kind of like the little engine that could, because every time you think, oh well, you know what, he did Captain America: Civil War, he's just gonna do Avengers: Infinity War 1 and 2, and then he's done, and then bam, he shows up in another Marvel movie. Again, we know how much he's getting paid, a lot of money to do each movie. We know, obviously, at times him and the head of Marvel Studios haven't got along because of how much he wants, but at times the head of Disney's had kind of step in and say, no, you're going to pay him, because when he's in the movie, we make a lot of money. And they clearly make more money than it costs to pay him to come in, so they're going to keep doing it. And I do like the connected universe. That's one of the things I love about Marvel. All the characters are connected, and you feel like it's a universe. Again, the TV shows and all that stuff is connected. Something I feel DC's got to get together. I think that their TV shows and their movies should be the same. Not, oh, well, the TV shows are kind of a different reality than the movies. Then you get like, well, why should I invest in this if the other one's going to be different? That kind of, you kind of get used to the guy who plays the Flash on TV. You start getting invested in it, and then he doesn't show up in the movie. But it'll be interesting to see how they build out the Iron Man, Tony Stark, Spider-Man, Peter Parker relationship going through after Civil War. Like, is it going to be like they're buddies, they're friends, or is it going to be animosity because of Civil War, right? It'll be interesting to see how they build this relationship. Or is it going to do both, where animosity eventually turns somehow into friendship or mentoring? Who knows? But it is interesting there you're going with the title Homecoming. Part of it probably because he's back in the Marvel Universe fold. And again, it's kind of a weird thing to me that we don't have all the Marvel characters in one universe, because obviously deals that were made more or less after the Marvel bankruptcy. These deals are made that basically will last forever as long as they keep making movies. And of course, I'd love to see Fantastic Four, the X universe, obviously in the Marvel universe, and maybe we'll still see that again. There's always time for things to be done, but it will be interesting how they portray this, how Tom Holland's going to portray this Spider-Man, and will the people like Tobey Maguire Spider-Man like this one, or will the people like the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man like this one? To me, there have only been really two Spider movies I truthfully didn't like. Obviously, Spider-Man 3, too many characters in the movie. The way it all played out didn't make any kind of sense to me. I didn't like the portrayal of Venom and all that in that movie. And then which Venom wasn't originally supposed to be in that movie, but he did fan service and it didn't work. And then, of course, Amazing Spider-Man 2, again, another example of too many characters in the movie, not handled properly. Electro was almost did a disservice in that movie because he's like, I like Spider-Man, then all of a sudden he hates Spider-Man and wants to take him out. And obviously that was used to build up the Sinister Six, which they could have done slowly over time, but they were kind of rushing it kind of thing. And that's the one thing I'll say to Marvel. Marvel kind of takes its time on some of these things that some of these other companies didn't pay attention to. Unfortunately, for us as fans, because of all the success of Marvel, there's a lot of other movie universes trying to be built. So they're going to build a Godzilla universe with Godzilla and King Kong. Hasbro's going to build a universe with their properties together. Can't wait to see a Mask movie and stuff. It is like, how many is enough for the public says, I'm not investing my money in these universes. But it'll be interesting to see how this plays out with Ant-Man and everything. I mean, they already said they're not going to do, again, an origin story, and they don't need to. If you, again, at this point with, 5 Spider-Man movies under the bag, we don't need the origin. We all know the origin of Spider-Man. We just want to see an awesome, good Spider-Man story in the Marvel Universe. Maybe see a character or two pop in from the Marvel Universe real quick and pop out, or, maybe new ones we've never seen before, maybe some we already know. So, again, Spider-Man Homecoming is set to come out July 7th, 2017, which is not that far away. And again, we'll see what happens. It is interesting that they add him to the movie. And truthfully, Robert Downey Jr. didn't need to be added to this movie for any more hype to it. It's already got a lot of hype going into it, right? Because Spider-Man is in the Marvel Universe. So, what do you guys think of Robert Downey Jr. being in the new Spider-Man movie? Are you excited for it? Or are you like, I'm going to see it anyway. I don't care if he's in it kind of thing? Again, I think it's just cool because Marvel connects everything together. That all these movies get little Easter eggs or other stuff in the Marvel Universe that you have to kind of go back and watch these movies to see all of it, right? Thor movie, first one with the Infinity Gauntlet and Odin's, room and stuff and all kinds of things like that. Anyway, guys, love to hear your guys' opinions like always. I've talked enough for now. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this talking about this kind of news or you just want to see reviews. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Laters.